Hello and welcome to the Let's Play ActRaiser Let's Play. Let's play this. Hello and welcome to the 2-Bit Game Club. I'm your host, Liam Gallagher. This is the 5th episode of our Let's Play of ActRaiser. It's an action simulation platformer adventure game from the beginning of the Super Nintendo era, and it's a fantastic example of what you can do with 16-bit technology. It's an absolutely ambitious design, crossing many genres, weaving it into one fabric of a game, and we're playing it for you here. So, in our 5th episode, we've already gone through 4, as the name implies, so you might want to catch up on those. Just as a brief backlog though, we started the game, we named our character, we met our subject peoples, and we started to fight the evil in the land, to free them from those oppressive forces. And now we're continuing that adventure in Kasandora, where we have recently committed an environmental catastrophe by destroying an entire desert. So let's get on with the gameplay. Alrighty, so here we are. You can see that there's no more desert. There used to be desert here, and they're growing corn, or wheat rather, which is really actually, I think, just rice. And it was localized as corn, which I keep saying, even though the game says wheat. These guys are not practicing breakdancing. I think they actually have a plague that we need to cure with a special herb, if I recall correctly. But the herb cannot be found here. So it looks like we need to go purify or vanquish the evil in more lands. There used to be a cool pyramid here, but we gentrified the whole area. And now, of course, our subject people won't continue to develop this area because they're all out here in the plains doing the worm. Alright, so this is Ringalo, if you don't remember. Here's our cool tempo. We're going to back up to the Sky Palace. See if it's possible for us to go fight something. Let's just get right down to it. Right, so we have to move the Sky Palace on top of an area that we think has monsters we can fight. So, are we going to Atios? Yeah, let's do it. So apparently there's monsters here. So now we're going to move on to a platforming segment of the game. Thank you for the good luck, Ringalo. Let's see what wonders await for us here. Okay, so in part I'm going to have to remember the controls. Full disclosure, I don't play these things back to back. Actios, Act 1. Okay, so we move around, we got jumps, we got ha's. Ha, ha. Alright, and then A is magic. We've got 3 magic uses. We're going to hold off on them because they're really powerful. I think this bamboo is going to kill us. It's going to try to. Yep. Oh wow, it sticks around. Do I? Oh, you just get close to it. So it's like a thwomp. There seems to be a volcano in this area. Look at all that ash. Oh boy, so magnificent. And there's so as we discovered, there's 2 ways of jumping. One gives you no or little air control after you've initiated the jump, and then there's another one where you maintain full air control. So I did the one where you don't have air control, and so gracefully jumped away from my strange swan boat into oblivion. Okay, so some like murderous crows. Do you know that's the English language expression for oh, they wait for me. They waited. Okay, erupting volcano, that's bad. We're gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way. Where the English language expression to describe a group of crows is a murder of crows. Okay, let's talk about this level. So far I'm liking the variety in terms of the art. There's some new challenges too. So we've got like a new palette, very lush background there. A good use of the Super Nintendo's layers. So you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of clouds moving at different rates. So this is a new technique, new technology available to the Super Nintendo. So if you think about it, we've got the background layer, where you can see all the mountains. There's a better view of it. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4 layers of moving clouds, and then there's the foreground layer that the actual like art that we're jumping around on, like this ledge here, and then there's the sprites. So the Super Nintendo is calculating, what's that, 5, 6, 7 different fields of view, which is a huge graphical improvement over what you had going on in the Super Nintendo, or rather the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System era. So, oh, can you jump on the birds, or did I just clip the ledge there? You know, not to mention like uses of transparencies. Oh man, these birds are not actually that helpful. So yeah, there's some sort of evil bird thing with like a carrot. I don't know what's happening. Okay, these are clouds. I don't know. It's not. It seems like the birds are just as much a party to me trying to get me killed as anything else. But this is cool. This is a neat level. There's no floor back there. Oh, the birds are gone. Very different sort of setup than any of the other things that we're seeing. Oh man, I like the little flick of the wrist thing there. It's like oh no, it's like he's working on his free throws for shooting off of fouls in basketball. All right, lots of obstacles to dodge. Enemies here at the end. There's a lot about this that is reminding me of like oh man, what is that? Are those herbs that he's got? Is that a carrot? Does he just have like a green hand? Oh, I fled. So I think we're going right into the volcano. But there's a lot about this level layout. It's very classic. Like the running from the boulders thing. Oh man, that's a real standby for this era of platforming. Another really good game that makes use of that from this era is, of course, like the Aladdin video game. I think that might be Konami or Acclaim, back when like shovelware could actually be good. Oh man, I'm tempted to use magic on this guy just because I don't want to lose another life and have to backtrack so far. Well, I lost it anyways. Okay, I'm not doing so good here. You can tell that the difficulty level has really gone up. They're testing the accuracy of my platforming and my hawing beyond what I'm capable of. It seems like maybe you can't actually get those bird guys, but you just need to like negotiate. Oh wow, negotiate them. Cool. So there's a new type of power up we found that kills everybody in the level. Oh no. Okay, you don't want to get hit in midair. We've learned the small rocks from the red guys can be really hard to see against this moving background, though. I think maybe a fire sword? I don't know. Please. Oh, man. Major upgrades. Okay. Wow. So this is going to be a doozy. Because if we fall down, I think we're dead, right? This guy is all over the place. Okay. So you gotta hit the head, which I'm not doing a great job of. So I might, I think I pressed it prematurely. I might just resort to using press A to win. So far a little helpful. There you go. A few good hits. Okay, we pressed A, so we should win this then. If only I can fight this guy long enough to learn how to do anything other than spam the attack button, which is not going to be necessary. Yay! Glorious salutations. Okay, so that boss was very hard. So it's interesting because like the overall challenge level of the levels of each stage, each screen, if you will, is definitely going up from platforming section. But in some ways I'm kind of oblivious to it. The power of the magic attacks, the Stardust or what it's called. I think it's called Stardust. And just like the overall hit points levels of the enemies means that they're kind of easy just to hack through. We'll find out, I guess. Serbidi, adios, became a land where people can live in peace. Alrighty, my master, let us work towards peace. Alright, let's do it. Ring low. Says, Serbidi, I know it's unexpected. It's not unexpected anymore. Oh, master, this great plateau, Atios, has laid uncultivated for many years. Well, there's volcanic ash, so it should be nice and fertile. Lightning, destroy these rocks. Okay. So they want me to plow their fields for them. What is that thing? Whoa! I have a feeling why this has been uncultivated for years. It's because there's a giant evil floating skull. I wouldn't want to live there either. Let's do this. Lightning crew. Lightning, where are you at? No. Yeah, I think there's a strong reason why this has been depopulated. That's brutal. Can you imagine waking up to see that in the morning? You know, like, you hear the birds. Maybe you're even, like, in a rural situation. You got the rooster crowing. And you part the curtains on your bedroom. Oh, whoops. For the first time, to, you know, crack some sunlight in. And you just see, like, a grinning, red-eyed, sort of bronze skull staring at you. Let's direct some building. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that really great feat of urban planning. So we got some little fence there. This thing does not like Ring-a-Low. Whoa! And it dumps like a truck. Can't take many of those. Makes me glad before that it was hardly even moving. Alright, so we got some huts. That's sweet. We might as well continue lightning the rocks. Sort of creative use of lightning. I mean, our character literally is God. So, like, I'm sure God can do whatever God wants with lightning. But it doesn't occur to me to be, like, the #1 tool that your go-to problem solver. Oh, man. We lost our Pew Pew Angel Bow. Because we got hit by a Super Skull. I think the other reason why you might not want to live here, guys, is because of the clearly active volcano that's right next to you. I don't know if you guys saw that movie, Pompeii. But I think bad things happen to people who live under volcanoes. Okay, so I think these are the bushes of old from, what was it called? Something well. Farewell? Fairview? I'm the worst god ever. I don't even remember the names of my people's places. I was really busy, I promise. Sorry I didn't come to your housewarming party. Something more. Fellmore. Fairmore? Oh. Yes. Yes. Good job. So our civilization level has gone up due to its, I guess, like clogging up the monster lair, sealing it, destroying it. Oh, there's only one woman here. Usually there's a man. So, oh, okay, well, another classic. Liam reacting to what he sees before he reads. My husband has suffered serious injuries while sealing the monster's lair. So I alone must continue building of Atios. Or Atos? For a while. Okay, that's fine. I'm sure that you're capable of directing building. It doesn't take a genius to be like, oh no, okay. Very bad. Very bad. Bad evil head. So it just sort of derps around and then eventually makes earthquakes. And then makes me sad. Because it kills some of my people. Although it also got rid of all the shacks. And they were able to replace them with wooden houses. So I guess, as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. This giant golden red-eyed skull is actually the foremost proponent of this community renewal program. Not having hit points to go pew 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 was annoying though. But also it seems as though the bad guys aren't really mattering. A windmill. Beautiful. Man, this is Holland. No, that's racist. I guess it's not actually racist. It's just like geographically intolerant. Culturally intolerant. Anyways, just because you have a windmill doesn't mean you're from Holland, guys. But it is nice to see that the people of Atios have learned how to harness the wind and atmospheric pressure in order to, I guess, mill the grains that they don't have yet. I think Giant Golden Skull is going to be pissed off, guys, when you try to put him under house arrest or ground him. Is that what parents do to their misbehaving millennials? Right, they always have something to say. Maybe her husband's back. Nope. A strange statue. How strange could it be? You just got rid of a giant, floating, golden, red-eyed head that causes earthquakes. I think that nothing would give these people pause anymore. Okay, one of our people went to seal the monster's lair, even though it was also seriously injured. Was it your husband? After sealing the monster's lair, he was fatally... Oh no, he died. He is now standing before the shrine. Oh, well, he's not gone. He isn't dead yet, but he's going to die. With his last and his strength. His last request is to pass away while being covered by my master's tears. Send the rain. Alright. I can do that. Where is this guy? We're gonna do... Oh, stop it! Stop it, lighting guy. We're gonna do a little benevolent godding over here. Here you go, bud. I feel the rain down in Africa. Town hall meeting. Dear God, please RSVP. Yes or no? Oh man. Peace enough. Showered by tears. So cathartic. Anytime. I have a lot of humility for a divine dictator. I can basically do whatever I want, right? Like, I'm the antithesis of the democratic worldview. I'm the supreme, unquestionable tyrant. So think about that. It's unexpected. So these platforming, or rather simulation segments, just seem to be like a revolving door of like instant messages from the subject peoples of this world. The wind is gone, and without it, windmills won't work. Yeah, I can blow on your windmills. Although that's like, to me, getting God to blow your windmills around is like a complete misuse of resources. Like, do you know what I'm capable of? It's like, you know, using a Ford truck as a doorstop. It's like, this is not a very good return on investment, guys. Stop it! Don't kill my people! Town under construction. Oh, baby. I think I'm gonna, after they're done this, I'm gonna route them all the way up there. Just give them something to do for a while. I hope that one day it does change from unexpected to like, I know this is really dull, but just to make a play against how foolishly I've been reacting to the prompt. My master, we have learned to make clothes from the fleece of our sheep. That's cool. I haven't seen the sheep. I guess they're indoor grazers. This fleece is very warm and could be very useful to any land as cold as Atios. This year, may we present this fleece as an offering. I'm sure the next people are going to be like Winterfell, North Wall, or whatever it's called. And they're going to be like, we can't do anything until we get some coats. We are woefully underprepared for living here, master. Please. So, the game only will allow you to construct or to issue orders for construction for a certain distance. I wonder if that is because of like a memory restriction, or if that's like just for game designy purposes. They didn't want you to be able to do the whole thing all at once, or maybe maybe they just said it's not fun. Like they just I cold tested it the old-fashioned way, let people try it, and it just wasn't A-game stuff. So you can't conduct miracles while the citizens are building. I wonder if that's a technical issue, or just like restriction, right? Because it's like while they're buildings, their civilization, I can't do anything but control Ringalo. I can't even hit back to that menu. But there was a weird gap there where it did let me. I wonder what the actions are, because sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it does. I wonder what, because it seems like it's something that, like when the little tiny lemming guys are out running around building stuff, I can't access the miracle menu, like right now. So when it says town under construction, you can probably hear me ramming on my B button there, trying to get the window open. Yeah. And as soon as the frame, and by frame I mean like the yellow thing here, the brackets, the chevrons moved, I was able to get access to that menu again. So I don't know. Nothing happened. During what? Oh, I guess it's talking about the miracle. My miracle of lightning. I don't know. I thought something happened. I thought I murdered one of these white dudes. The red-eyed, bluish devil demon things. Over this cool little design. It's a nice little X circle emblem thing. I bet the people who live up here in Atios are pretty hardy, you know, living underneath a volcano. The time period that these people exist in is obviously fictional, right? Like, you know, this never happened. There isn't a place called Atios. But it's interesting to think about like what the corollary to human culture might be. I mean, I guess like people still build log cabins today in the year 2016, right? Civilization level went up, hooray! But these guys look sort of like, it's hard to tell from the 30,000 foot level that we're at right now, but it looks pretty like medieval-ish, right? Like I don't see cars. There's some stone houses, right? The civilization level just went up, and you're building with stone. So that makes me feel that they're, you know, like medieval at best. This is my guess, right? There's no wagons. I guess I don't see the wheel, but I guess if you're gonna have a windmill, you've got to have wheels and gearing of some sort. I think I might be overthinking this. But yeah, no, it's curious just to think about what the setting of the game really actually is. It's very common for video games to take place in sort of like a generic fantasy medieval time period where it's, you know, as I say, swords and sorcery, and it's basically you know, either the British Isles or continental Europe plus magic circa like 1200, 1300, 1400, somewhere in there. I found a strange bow and some arrows. Yeah, no, I love that kind of thing. We got rainy fire. What did I tell you about settling underneath a volcano, guys? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Like, this is the, you know, it's not like, it's not even like I told you so. Like, this is the exact thing. You know, like, I told you so is like, if you do that, you're gonna get hurt. And then it turns out, like, you hurt your hand when I thought you were gonna hurt your foot. But this is literally the thing I said was gonna happen. They seem pretty resilient to it, though. Purple roof windmills. It's the future of windmilling is here. You know what? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe maybe these people are tougher than I thought they were, and because they don't. I mean, these people seem unhappy, but they were unhappy when there wasn't wind. So I mean, it really could be anything. Man, what a world to live in. I imagine that I get to go on a volcano and fight some sort of dragon. I fought some sort of green dragon before. The last boss was neat. It was the stringy boss that flies all around kind of boss. The archetypes don't take very long to surface in these kinds of things. It must be really hard in a platformer to create a brand new boss type of experience, especially when your hero principally is able to swing a sword in order to solve problems. Alright, let's get this offering. They got fleece for me. They got a bow. I haven't used any of these bombs yet. You have too many miracles. That's amazing. Let's just... Well, I guess let's contribute to the fireworks. I guess we can use some of this wheat. They don't have farms up here. Here, have a farm. Oh no. I guess these are like hill people who eat sheep, I guess. They're not very big on agriculture. That's fine. Yes. My level went up. So the number of people, I guess, like the number of living people in the town keeps on going down. If you look in the top right, I think that's volcanoes doing. Which I guess is kind of my fault. I've been kind of more amused by it than really concerned. But they seem to be doing okay. How about we're gonna go take a hike for a bit. Once they're done building and let us go. And we're gonna set off some bombs, just for the fun of it, and use some wheat. Let's observe these people. I observed that this isn't wheat. You must have monoculture. I forget what the compass does. There you go, monoculture. Yes! I think the compass was like, we've learned how to master seagoing travel, so maybe teach this to the idiots at Fillmore. Let's go find out. This is Liam's inventory is overfilled. Well, I don't see any boats anymore. Bah humbug. You guys upset me. Compass, I'm gonna toss it in the ocean. Ugh. Oh, cool. I accidentally did something good. Yay! Deep sea fishing. Our deep sea fishing is bound to yield curious finds other than fish. If something is found, I will inform you. I'm sure I'll hear from you soon. This place is pretty swank. I like the purple buildings. I see those huts though, and the huts make me feel earthquake. Yeah. Ooh, oh. Well, you know, God giveth, God taketh away. That's interesting. They seem to have perfected earthquake-proof buildings. You know, maybe these people had a certain respect for like heritage buildings. Like, you know, a lot of cities have like heritage trusts, and you can't take down certain buildings because they have historical significance. And if you want to renovate them, you need to leave a certain amount of the original construction or like the facade of the building. So like the street level view still looks the same. Maybe that's why they were keeping their huts. And I just didn't appreciate the civics in Fillmore. Okay, let's get out of here. They're gonna show me a weird fish soon, so that's sweet. These people all seem to be only growing wheat, so that's good. One type of crop for the entire planet. I've taught them well. Let's go get our fleece. Let's go get our sheepses. Man. Sir Biddy ranked Atios, worst place to live. Worst city to live. 2016. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, let's take it. And we have another bomb. Haven't used them yet. If I see another giant floating brass red-eyed skull of evil that causes earthquakes, I will use it. So okay, I think where we are right now is probably fight whatever the hell's in that volcano. My guess is dragon. Yeah, let's do it. Into the volcano. This is my guess. I don't know. There we go. Yeah. See, it's circular. So when you rotate around it and zoom in, it makes the fact that everything else is rotating more obvious. They certainly played to the strengths of their engine, which is good. So there's lava to our right. The rare left-moving platformer. These guys broke all the rules. Okay, so I'm gonna use the my years of experience. Oh wow, the thing was terrifying. Oh man. Okay, okay. They teamed up on me. I can admit that I lost. So I managed to use my years of video game experiencing to discern that lava is bad for the master. It used to be a statue though. So is the name of the game here just like retreat? Let's see if it worked. Oh, come on, guys. Yeah, blew up and seemed to be gone. It's the red. Oh man, what is going on? It's an evil cloud. It's very to me that seems very Legend of Zelda. Like there's the water temple in A Link to the Past. That's like the weird cloud thing with all the eyes. There's so many eyes. I guess it's just like if you're a villain, I know that like having lots of eyes seems to be an upswing, but maybe like limit the number of eyes, because they seem to be like universally a weak spot. I guess maybe villains don't have that amount of control over their own biology. Okay. Okay. The guy's just circling, taunting. So we're back at the beginning. So far, I'm not doing so great. I'm getting swamped, but I'm also learning about the levels layout, where all the enemy monsters are. One series of games that I think is really good for doing that thing where they make it so that your first pass through, you just barely lose to the boss because you only learned how to figure out how to fight them in the last throws. But then later you come back and using your newfound knowledge, you just trounce the boss. Are Metroid games. Especially the Metroid Prime trilogy, I'm finding does a really good job of that, where you either go through and you've just barely managed to hold on and beat the boss after your first sort of engagement with them, or you just barely lose, and then as a result, the next time you come through, you use what you know and you just trounce the boss and you feel like you're a badass. So bad at this, guys. Okay, when I get to that section again, I'm going to pay attention. Have we lost all of our lives against a boss yet? I don't know if I've seen the game over screen. I also haven't been saving this round. Interesting. Okay. We'll find out the hard way. We'll find out the hands-on way what it's like to get a game over in ActRaiser. I don't know that I've seen the... Oh, come on. I let that guy get away with that twice. Stupid cloud. I don't know if I've seen the game over screen. So let's talk about this situation. Clearly somebody likes these ghoul things and lanterns. You would think that this isn't really the sort of interior space that you need to keep lit. But I guess also part of it is that fire is so easy to get in here that it comes really like there's no great expenditure of effort to get those lanterns lit. So nice textures though. I believe I'm underground. It's a creepy gate. I guess one of the things with like creepy gate is that it definitely paints a picture of like a built environment. Like there's an enemy here that knows it's an enemy. That makes I'm so bad. I said I wouldn't talk. No, too bad. I'll never give up. You're the best. I think I have been there before. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I've learned my lesson now, though. And we will not fall into lava 4 times. Once more into the deep. I won't try to talk about game design too much while jumping around, doing accuracy-oriented platforming this time. Ha ha. You can also, there's also like a time frame in which you lose your ha in your jump. Oh, I'm so sad right now. I just sat there and watched it hit me. I hope there's like some speedrun guy or gal watching this and just like crying. Not because I want them to feel pain, but I want to like have the world remember how bad I was at this. I feel like there's some crimes criminals want to get away with, and there's some crimes that criminals know they deserve punishment for. And I think that my very, very, very subpar hawing in ActRaiser is one of those things. So we haven't discovered any like secret areas, I don't think. We hit that one level where they're right. This is me talking and playing at the same time. We only have 48 seconds. This is the first time I noticed the timer. The timer must reset in the next room. I don't remember what I was saying. I'm bad. Timer reset. Yes, we got 100 seconds to clear this room. Ha 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 ha. Okay, let's do this. See, not hard. All you gotta do is pay attention. Oh man, flaming arrow Bushido guy with explosion landmine in the lava thing. Oh man. I have to just play the game. I'm trying to be too clever. I guess I wonder if there's like a relationship there, because I have this sort of, the way that I think about it with humor is it's okay to say mean jokes, but you have to be at least funnier than you were mean, because if you were meaner than you were funny, it's like a net loss, right? You're just being mean. So I wonder if that's the case with these sort of Let's Plays. If I'm like more amusing while dying than I am frustrating while dying to the audience, then it's okay for me to constantly get wiped on the same easy jumping challenge. Alright, so I've got a bad feeling for whoever is the boss here, because we've got 4 Ziggy Stardusts. Whoa! I wonder if I can jump on that guy. I want to. Yeah. Discovery. Greed trap, that's good. See if we can hop past it. Nope. I mean, it's probably a life. But it might be like one of those lives in the Minotaurus level where you just get killed 100 times trying to get it. Boss encounter. Oh wow. Time for press A to win. This is really the easy button. I feel like you can't really say you've beaten this game unless you didn't use magic to beat the bosses. It's just like, I don't even know what that boss was. It's just like, oh, it's clearly the boss. Press A. Yep. Next level, please. He seemed like he was some like brain wheel fire thing. Like kind of maybe like a riff on a beholder from like the D&D universe, but we'll never know. They basically just iced him by pressing A 4 times. I don't know about you guys and what you think of as being like the challenging conclusion to a level's worth of platforming, but pressing A 4 times doesn't seem to be it. It seems like a pretty trivial task. You know, it's like the joke before about how some of these enemies should take over as God because clearly they're far more capable than my just like jump around and hog guy. It's just like, at the same time, you know, they should have just put like a pool of lava as the boss. Like, pool of lava seemed pretty difficult. You know, it's like the jumping puzzle in Mega Man 2 in, was it Fireman's room, where it's this like ludicrous like timing thing where you can't even see the platforms. Oh man. Anyways, that should be the boss. Get rid of Dr. Wily. Just make it the jumping puzzle. Anyhow, Sir Biddy, I know it's unexpected, but our people in Adios have something to tell you. Is that you stop the rain of fire? They can take care of themselves now. Yes. Now that the volcano isn't constantly erupting and spewing the land with brimstone. It's unexpected. I was... I like the guy. Like, you get out on the temple steps, and he's just like, you know, pulling out a cigarette to light one and, you know, go walk to the car or whatever. And just as he's about to light it, he's like, Mr. Master, just 1 second. And this happens like 3 times, and then the master's like in the meeting room at this temple thing at the dais or altar or whatever, and just like wrapping his fingers. It's like, so this is it, right? You're not gonna make me turn around, are you? The mountains may hold unseen mysteries. We will inform you if anything is discovered. All right, thank you. So I got people fishing, I got people mining. These are very varied, industrious people. All right, let's go. Adios. Let's go. So I think that this is a good place to leave off our little adventure. We've settled Asios. We've left our people in Kasandora still being punished by the plague. We fought a gigantic, red-eyed, glowing, bronze-toothed, floating, evil earthquake skull. We taught people how to deep-sea fish. And we have one more message from our concerned advertisers. And it's that. Oh wow, we found something in the mountains. That didn't take long. It's like it was just sitting there. Alright, we're gonna make this the last act. What did we find? Too many possessions. Oh no. Here. Bam! Cool. It's a good sound effect generator. I assume that kills creatures when they're on the screen. We'll use it next time. I know that in games in general, I have a tendency to hold off using items for as long as I can. I would like to accept the offer, but I couldn't. They would let me. Source of magic. That's good. Alright, we have another MP. That's great. So we can press the A button 4 times, or maybe more if we find a power up in a level. So that's pretty exciting. So we're going to save. Pro tip from Liam Gallagher is always save your game. I know that we've all had the thing where we lost 6 hours of progress because we got really into the game and then had to do it all over again, and it just wasn't the same. So you gotta save. Just do it. Just save every minute. Every minute of every day. Spend more time saving than playing. So, I am Liam Gallagher for the 2-Bit Game Club. You can find us on the web at theliamgallagher.com/2bitgameclub with the number 2. We're on facebook.com/2bitgameclub. That's also the number 2. On Twitter, it's at 2bitgameclub, as well as SoundCloud. And then our YouTube link is some random crazy garbage. But you're already here, so you don't have to worry about navigating to it. Thanks so much for watching the 5th episode of the ActRaiser Let's Play. We've got the podcast for this episode coming out on the 1st of May, 2016. So head on over to the website or iTunes or whatever you do, Google Play Store, whatever it's called, Android Podcast, and subscribe. So it'll be there in your feed right when it's available. So, I'm Liam Gallagher, this is 2-Bit Game Club. This was episode 5 of our ActRaiser Let's Play. Have yourself a wonderful day.